Hello everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. You know what day it is. It's Friday. It means it's Arkonomics day. There's not going to be too much changing, I don't think, but we will always take a look at the market, and, I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see. That's all this series is. Blue crystals, as always, 73, fuck me. 3,700. Yeah, my brain is fucking fried. I'm not in it. I'm not in it, I'll tell you. And again, keep in mind that these winter special packages are still in the shop. We went over them last week. If you're interested in hearing my opinions on them, you can go back to last week's episode, and I talk about these a little bit. The TLDR is, I think the only pack worth buying really is this one, and that's if you want the stuff in it. It's like all cosmetics plus a wallpaper. The rest of them are just, if you're going to spend money, I mean, I guess it's a little bit better way to spend your money. Would not recommend spending your money on them otherwise. Crazy, I know. Arkonomics, though, what do we got going on here in the marketplace of ideas? We have Prime Orehas at 40 gold, which for the last couple of weeks, all I was doing was just logging in, banking my stuff, and just not selling it. I sold my Orehas at 40, like, yesterday, which is why I have so much extra gold. I made, like, 400k or something from it, which was pretty nice. I had, like, 14,000 Orehas. It's quite a bit. Not really sure why they're up, because fish are still kind of down. I mean, they're like up a bit, I guess, from what they were at their all-time low, but I mean, they're up a bit, but still kind of low in comparison or in the big picture. So why they're 40, who knows? Maybe just a lot of people honing, because you can see, like, the last couple trend days, they've went from 37 to fucking almost 40, or actually at 40, which is what it is. People are just honing, I guess. I don't know. Ride the wave, make the money. That's what I always say. Purple Orehas at 22. I haven't checked into the margins on purples for a long time either, but I can imagine purples and reds are still probably pretty good profit per hour. I just haven't been up to date on that stuff because I haven't been. There's that Lost Ark calculator. I believe it is la-tools.com, I believe. Yeah. So just a little refresher on this website, which I will take a look at real quick with you guys. This website is the crafting calc. You can see the prices of everything when I last looked at it. It's been a while. But you just input the price of stuff. Like, let me just make some guesses on where things are. I don't actually know if these are the prices of things, but this is what I'm guessing. You can kind of see the profit margins if those are the prices, right? You just input the prices. It tells you what to do. It tells you everything. And over here, settings, you input all of your stronghold special chance, reduction, etc. I've made a video fully explaining this before, but I'll put the link to this calculator in the description if you guys still need it or are interested in it. Leapstones, marvelous leapstones. They've been where they've been. Great honors have went down. And of course, radiants are still a little bit lower than their peak of like 200 gold, but they're still very expensive in terms of, I mean, my opinion at least, they're still very expensive. I guess I'll talk about the elephant in the room as well. These elixir shard fragment things that you use to craft elixirs with. These obviously have tanked significantly. The purple ones were always kind of cheap, but now they've like settled around 60 gold. The legendary ones, however, are still tanking massively. The big drop we saw last week was from like 1k to like 600, 700, I guess. And now we're seeing today a tank from 600 to 400, 450, which is massive. So every week that passes, these tank more and more, which is to be completely expected. Obviously, as people finish their elixirs or get more comfortable with where their elixirs are at, less people really care. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? And especially with how elixirs are set up, it's just something that you're going to do every week, right, for gold. Like, you're going to run Voldus for the gold, and you're going to get the elixirs just by running the content. So, you're going to always have elixirs to just passively kind of craft in the background. So, even if you have, like, good elixirs, you don't ever have to, like, go out of your way to go for, like, the cutting-edge elixirs, unless you really want that. And I think the subset of people that are going to do that are so low, you know? So it makes sense as to why the prices are tanking so much only 3 weeks in. But that also makes sense to me in my little peanut brain. As far as everything else, though, I mean, not much has really changed, as you can see. Honing mats are basically the exact same. Orehas have gone up a little bit, like I was mentioning. It's interesting to see why. I guess more people are honing. I don't know. It's just, it comes and goes. Also, it could just be because today's reset. Well, not today's reset. I'm recording this on Thursday evening because I'm going to have some stuff I have to do on Friday, so I know. Little behind the scenes, behind the curtain. Don't tell. But, hopefully you guys get the idea, right? Hopefully you guys get the idea. Because if you don't get the idea, I'm sorry, man. Honor shards. I don't know. Honor shards are weird. Because honor shards go down when I would think they would go up. But I also guess honor shards are really only important for people making new characters. And most people who make new characters probably are getting their honor shards probably from Mari's shop. I assume honor shards are still probably more efficient to buy through Mari's shop than just raw. So honor shard pouches are like really only for like massive whales who don't really give a fuck, I guess. I'm not sure. But it's interesting to see the price fluctuation of honor shards, especially because, I mean, it's always something that you think is going to go up because everyone is going to always need honor shards. And especially if you're trying to push something outside of the realm of like normality, say like you go for a plus 22 weapon. Like, I only just had enough shards to do that because I had banked up so many shards from before. But like if you make a new character and you go for something like that, you're probably going to need outside honor shard sources, such as like bags. Or if you haven't saved up your bags from like whatever. Like I have a ton of honor shards because I've never re-rolled. And I don't typically push characters in that way. I'm a very like passive, it happens when it happens player. So I have a ton of honor shards. But I know a lot of people are not like me, which is why it's interesting to see like how honor shards have just kind of slowly been tanking. Because if I'm not mistaken, they used to be 800 gold maybe a couple weeks ago. It's crazy. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but the only one who really knows is the honor shard bags themselves. We're going to end off this episode, as always, by checking out the gem market price, marketplace price. Looks like a level 10 cooldown is going to be 194,000, 195k if we're being honest with ourselves. Went down a little bit. What is a damage gem looking like? Damage gem is 420k, so we're getting closer to the 400k mark again, but we're not quite there. At least we're down from the heights of like 450, 480k, which is fucking absurd if you ask me. But we're still higher than I would think we would be, especially considering everything. Well, we're not higher than I think we would be, but if the mass amounts of gold that wasn't being RMT'd wasn't in the game, we would be, you know my opinion and all that and why I think prices are what they are. Anyways, I'm not going to take up any more of your guys' time. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this Friday on this Arkonomics. I will see you guys all in the next one. And thank you to my YouTube members, my tier 2s, Blitzel, Remix My Life, I'm Nufu, Arizike, Jacob, Clouded, and all my tier 1s, It's Biscuits, Inder, Diz, and Arturus. I'm outie. Peace.